This was, let me go ahead and play the video first. I'm gonna play the video so y'all can get a better context of what I'm saying.
I almost started to protest this show because
why?
I'll tell you why. And this is our question of the week. We saw what happened to Nate Robinson, so I'm going to ask Jake Paul right here in front of America. Jake, consider where we are right now in our racial conversation in America. Was what you did to Nate Robinson racist?
That is the question of the week.
Man.
Nah, stop playing with me. Come on.
Listen, Jake, it's a sensitive time right now.
Look, listen, man. He didn't want to answer that because he knows that he has to be careful, so, what he says, because people misconstrue it and try to attack him with it. But what she is not going to mention is that there is video of Jake Paul and I believe it was the baby and another guy. I think it was his name. They were laughing about Nate Robinson getting knocked out. So are you going to ask the baby and the other people who were in the video with Jake Paul laughing about it? Or are you going to ask them, was that knockout racist? Jemele, no, of course not. You're not going to do that.
We just had to witness a white man just knock a black man smooth out in front of all of America. So that's why I asked that. But just tell us about that moment real quick, because it looked like Nate was asleep before he ever even hit the canvas.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we train for. At the end of the day, boxing is a sport. And, you train to win. And that's what I went in there and did. And I worked hard for this. And, Nate is the one who called me out originally. So
I think he is frozen.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
watch
you guys
the follow-up.
Sorry,
Okay,
my Wi-Fi is unstable, like my relationship.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay, now here is Cari Champion asking the same question. Like, what exactly did you want him to say? Like, yeah, it was racist. See, this is the problem, black people. They want you to be victims. They want you to be handicapped. They want you to be sensitive. Me as a black man, I am not sensitive. Now, I know when somebody's BSing me. I know when a person is insulting me. But I'm not going to be sensitive about everything. Nate Robinson wanted to fight Jake Paul. He got the opportunity and he lost. He lost. Okay? Just because somebody is Caucasian don't mean they can't get in the boxing ring and win, or that they can't play sports at a high level. Cari Champion should know because she probably mainly only dates white dudes. Okay? So in her mind, Caucasian might just be a little bit better. And we probably get into that later. But listen to the follow-up question, man.
Okay.
First and foremost, was it racist to knock a black man out? That is the question of the week.
No, stop asking me that. I said no.
It's not racist.
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Why is it a shitty question? Why is it a shitty question?
Because how does this have anything to do with race? It doesn't.
It's a fine question.
It's a fine question. Do y'all hear this BS? He's like, why does they have to? Come on, man. People of different ethnic groups, they compete against each other in a bunch of different sports, right? What I want to know is, why is she pressing it? She pressing it more than Jemele. I think it seems, if you're looking at the clip, she's taking it more seriously, Cari, than Jemele is, because Jemele gaslit everything, and she's just sitting back watching as Cari Champion sits up there and asks this guy this question. He's right. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with it? Nate Robinson lost. He got knocked out. He just technically just wasn't ready. He was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't win. What does his race have to do with that, Cari? Now, mind you, this is a woman who we have never seen in a relationship with a melanated man, ever. But we have seen her brag a couple years ago about dating that Caucasian guy at ESPN. So we have to ask the question, why are you so invested in why you think that his knockout of Nate Robinson has anything to do with the skin tone or his ethnicity.
We got to wake you up. You got to be a part of this conversation.
That's right.
It's like, because if you can go from
He's slipping.
if
know what? He just hit himself harder than Nate Robinson ever hit him.
Yeah, if you can go from praise to
This is, you hear this, man? What did that have to do with what was being said about the fight? And this is why I tell y'all, these are the type of women they want leading the melanated community. They want Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which is Cari Champion and Jemele Hill, leading us. These are the type of women they want in the forefront. Women who are just puppets, women who do what they're told, women who are willing to, they're basically willing to pimp out their own ethnicity in order to get ahead. Both of these, there's nothing pro-black about either one of them. I bet you. Because I've seen Jemele Hill on a reality show where she was around nothing but Caucasian women. I think they were on a boat. I forgot the name of the show. And she seems like the type of person who fit in probably more with Caucasian people than black people. That's just how it comes off. But they get on TV and they want to push this narrative like they're speaking for us. This is a very sensitive time. No, it's not. It's only sensitive because it's a political year. And they use your ethnicity in order to get votes.
These two might be worse than Oprah and Gayle.
Yeah, they're worse because they're less relevant. They're less relevant. And they're getting an opportunity at Vice TV that needs all the help they can get. You're putting these women on your network that are doing nothing but bringing your brand down even worse. That's why I'm saying that they may have ruined their woke careers before it started. And I just want to know, what does, again, Nate Robinson challenged him. Nate Robinson wasn't ready. So you're going to shame Jake Paul into winning that fight by KO? He won the fight because he was a better boxer, period.
Cari Champion wants to be on Ghetto Gager's thinking face.
Thanks, y'all. I think that we got two people who really have wore out their pro-black card. And even the people that support them are calling them out. Even the people that defend them are calling them out. Let's go to Larry Johnson real quick. Now, this is what Larry Johnson, former NFL player, said. Jemele Hill is on a network whose owner founded Proud Boys. This is what happens to puppets who talk back to their masters. They're sent to B-list networks to become race baiters, the coonery of it all. Well, it's a lot of coonery here. It's definitely a lot of coonery. I can tell, and a lot of people can tell, because you have two women who've gotten opportunities from Caucasians. Cari Champion was on the Golf Network before she went to ESPN and became a moderator on First Take. The people who ran ESPN when it was becoming more and more woke, they were the biggest supporters of Jemele Hill and Michael Smith and all those other woke characters, the Michelle Beadles of the world. They had to get those people out of positions of power because they were running that network into the ground. Now they're doing it all over again. But the fact that they want to equate ethnicity to why Jake Paul, it's almost like you're saying basically Jake Paul shouldn't have wanted to win. He should have lost. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It was a competition. It was a competition that Nate Robinson lost. But these are the people that they want to push to the forefront as some kind of leader, as somebody that should be listened to. This is why they're getting opportunity after opportunities. But Jemele Hill, I believe, is at the Atlantic, right? And the reason why she's able to bounce back on her feet is because she pushes this liberal narrative. She pushes this far right liberal narrative, and her job is to be the race baiting black chick. That's her role. That's her and Cari Champion's role on that show. I did a video a while back about the meltdown that Cari Champion had on the show. And that's why they hire these women, because they know these women will sell out themselves. They'll sell out other people in order to get opportunities. This is what they do. They have no loyalty to black men. They have loyalty to themselves. They have loyalty to themselves. They look for the next opportunity to enrich themselves. They don't care about anybody else. They only use race when it's beneficial. Cari Champion has never been publicly dating a well, she has dated a Caucasian guy, but she's never publicly dated a black man, but she's pro-black. She's asking these stupid, ridiculous questions to Jake Paul because she is a race debater, okay? And Jemele Hill just sitting and just watching Cari Champion just make a complete fool of herself. Because maybe Jemele in her mind was joking. But Cari Champion is, because Cari Champion is one of those women who always thought that she would end up with a Caucasian man, married, probably with a family. It hasn't worked out that way. And that bitterness is seeping out. It's seeping out. Just go look at the video I did about her meltdown on the show. It's seeping out. You got these women, they worship non-melanated people. They put them on a pedestal. They put those people on a pedestal. And then once those people disappoint them, they're angry about it, man. They're angry about it.